What just went down on SmackDown left the WWE Universe stunned and the locker room shaken to its core. Backstage erupted into absolute chaos as Roman Reigns, flanked by two ominous, masked figures, delivered a cryptic yet spine-chilling message that's already sending shockwaves through the entire brand. If you thought the Bloodline was the biggest threat in WWE, think again, something much more dangerous may be rising from the shadows. Moments after Raw went off the air, WWE cameras captured a highly intense and mysterious scene unfolding in one of the dimly lit backstage hallways. Roman Reigns stood tall, his presence commanding as always, but this time, he wasn't alone. Two shadowy figures stood at his side, silent, masked, and brimming with menace. These aren't just backup, they're believed to be the first glimpse of what fans are already calling the Shield 2.0. And they didn't just appear to stand behind Reigns, they came with a message. With ice in his stare and power in his voice, Roman leaned into the camera and issued a chilling statement. Acknowledge us. The Bloodline is no longer the only dynasty. The Shield 2.0 will debut very soon, and when we do, no one is safe. That's all he said. No names. No hints about who's under those masks. No timeline. Just raw warning and an unmistakable declaration of war. Despite their silence, the body language of the masked men told a story all on its own. Tension radiated off of them as they stood alert, fists clenched, posture aggressive, clearly ready for whatever conflict lies ahead. These aren't just enforcers, they're soldiers, and war is what they're preparing for. Now the entire WWE roster is on edge. Is this a shot across the bow aimed at Seth Rollins, who once stood by Roman's side in the original Shield? Could the Shield 2.0 be setting their sights on championship gold? Or is this the beginning of a brutal takeover that could redefine the balance of power on SmackDown? One thing is certain, Roman Reigns is done playing defense. He's bringing the fight, and this time, he's not alone. Get ready, because a storm is brewing, and when it hits, SmackDown might never be the same again. Be sure to stay locked in, because this is only the beginning of a brand new era, and chaos is about to reign. Something truly unexpected just unfolded on SmackDown, and it's already got the entire WWE universe buzzing with speculation, excitement, and concern. Backstage turned into a scene of sheer unrest when Roman Reigns, the self-proclaimed tribal chief, stepped into the spotlight with a shocking new declaration. This wasn't just a statement, it was a seismic shift. Reigns, accompanied by two mysterious masked figures, unleashed a chilling message that's already causing tremors across the SmackDown brand and beyond. This was more than just a promo. It was a threat, a warning, and a promise all rolled into one. If you thought you had WWE figured out, think again, because things are about to change in a way no one saw coming. Following the final bell on Monday Night Raw, while most superstars were heading back to their locker rooms, thinking the night was over, WWE cameras caught a scene that would flip the script entirely. In a dimly lit corridor backstage, quiet, eerie, and filled with an almost cinematic tension, Roman Reigns emerged slowly from the shadows. But he wasn't alone. On either side of him stood two masked individuals, completely still, completely silent, but emanating a dangerous intensity. The rumor mill immediately went into overdrive. Could this be the Shield reborn? Are these new recruits handpicked by Reigns to reshape WWE in his image? Fans are already calling this group the Shield 2.0, but this isn't a tribute. This feels like an evolution. Roman looked directly into the lens, his eyes burning with that trademark focus and cold determination. With deliberate calm, he spoke the words that instantly grabbed the attention of fans around the globe. Acknowledge us. The Bloodline is no longer the only dynasty. The Shield 2.0 will debut very soon, and when we do, no one is safe. Just like that, the air changed. The meaning behind his words was clear. He's not satisfied with the empire he built through the Bloodline. Now, he's expanding, evolving, and taking things to an entirely new level. What made the moment even more unsettling was the absolute stillness of the masked figures beside him. They didn't speak, they didn't move, but their presence was explosive. Muscular, tightly wound, and visibly prepared for violence, they gave off the kind of energy you'd expect from wolves circling prey. Their fists were clenched, shoulders squared, eyes locked on the camera from behind those intimidating masks. Whoever they are, They aren't here to play supporting roles, they're warriors, and war is exactly what they're promising. Now the big questions begin to surface. Who exactly are these two figures? Are they from NXT? Are they surprise returns? Or could they be rising stars being rebranded into something darker and more dangerous? No identities have been confirmed, no dates for a debut announced, but the silence only makes the anticipation louder. And what does this mean for the bloodline? Is Reigns shifting away from the Samoan dynasty? Or is this a merger of factions designed to make him more untouchable than ever? Moreover, the timing of this couldn't be more suspicious. With Seth Rollins still active and one of the top names in WWE, many are wondering if this new Shield 2.0 is a message sent directly to him. The original Shield, Roman, Seth, and Dean Ambrose, was one of the most dominant trios in WWE history. But with Ambrose gone and Seth walking his own path, could Roman be building a new unit to claim legacy and dominance all for himself? And could Rollins be the first target? Let's not forget the impact this has on the championship scene. Could this new group be coming for gold? Could they be targeting the undisputed WWE Championship, the Intercontinental title, or even the tag titles? This isn't just a warning shot, it's the beginning of something much bigger. The presence of Shield 2.0 has transformed the playing field, and every single competitor on the roster is now officially on notice. There's no question that SmackDown is about to become the epicenter of something far more dangerous than anyone expected. The tribal war of the bloodline already had the brand hanging by a thread, but this new group, this reborn force wrapped in secrecy and guided by Roman's iron will, could push things into complete chaos. We may be witnessing the birth of a new dynasty, one that doesn't just want to rule WWE, but dominate it through fear, precision, and force. So if you're watching from home, buckle up. Things are about to get wild. Shield 2.0 is coming. Roman Reigns is not coming alone. And when they arrive, there will be no safe space left in WWE. Hit that like button, subscribe, and stay alert, because the storm isn't just brewing anymore. It's here.